let's make some frog stress balls. These are so cute and fun to play with, and they make great gifts or stocking stuffers. To start, you're going to need some green yarn, a stress ball, and something to use for the eyes. I get my stress balls off Amazon. They're about 1.5 inches in diameter. To start, you're going to crochet 6 single crochets into a magic ring, or I prefer doing the chain 2 method, so I'm going to chain 2, and then on the second chain from the hook, I'm going to work 6 single crochets into that one chain. Next, we're going to do 6 increases, so you're going to put an increase into all 6 of those stitches, leaving you with 12 stitches at the end of the round. In this round, we're going to add the eyes using bobble stitches. So we're going to do 1 increase, and then you're going to do a bobble to make the first eye. Then you're going to single crochet and then increase 2 times. Then you're going to do another bobble to create the second eye. Then you'll increase, and then you'll do a single crochet, increase another 2 times, leaving you with 18 stitches at the end of the round. I like to do 4 double crochet bobbles. After you do your bobbles, you're just going to want to push them out to the outside to make sure they're popping out so that you get some nice dimension for those eyes. This next round, we're just going to do 18 single crochets around, so just a single crochet in every stitch around this round. Now we're going to add the mouth, so you're going to do 6 single crochets, then you're going to chain 2, then you're going to skip 2 stitches, so count 2 stitches over, skip them, and then starting in the 3rd stitch, you're going to single crochet 10 more around. So you'll end with 18 stitches still at the end of this round, but you're going to have kind of a loop, which is going to be the opening of where the stress ball will come out of its mouth. Now you're going to make 18 single crochets for the next 2 rounds, so 7 and 8 should both be 2 rounds of 18 single crochets. How you're going to do this though for the first round is you're going to do 6 single crochets, then you're going to be at that loop we made for the mouth. So going through the mouth, the next 2 stitches go through the center of the mouth, and then you're going to continue around with 10 more single crochets. Then continue round 8 like normal, and you'll just do 18 single crochets around for the next round. I ran out of yarn, so I have to grab another skein and keep going, so don't mind my yarn switch here. I'm just gonna tie it in a knot and keep going around. For this round, we're just going to do a single crochet and then a decrease 6 times around, finishing off this round with 12 stitches. Now we're going to add the eyes and the stress ball. So first we're going to put the eyes on. You can attach eyes however you like. I like to use buttons. I would not recommend using safety eyes because the backs of the safety eyes can pop the stress ball on the inside. So I would use felt or buttons would be my recommendations. So I'm just going to use a needle threader and put my crochet thread through the button and then attach it to Now that we have the first button on the crochet thread, we're going to attach it to the first bobble stitch. So going from the inside out, just straight up through that bobble stitch, we're going to pull the extra thread through the center. Then in the second bobble stitch, we're going to go in and pull out that thread. Then we can attach the second button to that crochet thread. I like to keep my eyes right in line with that round with the bobbles, but pulling the ends of the crochet thread into the center, I'm now going to tie this off in a knot and then cut off any extra yarn. If you leave the strings too long, then they'll start poking out of the mouth, so I would recommend trimming them down. Next, we're going to insert the stress ball, so I'm going to open it up here. Sometimes the seal on the bottom of the stress ball isn't closed all the way, so I always give it a good squeeze. Take a look at that seal, make sure it is fully closed so that our stress ball doesn't pop. Next, we're just going to stuff it inside of our frog. It can be kind of a tight squeeze, but it should be kind of snug in there. If yours is not snug in there, you can always use some stuffing in the back to help fill the hole so that it's not saggy and loose. It being nice and tight around the stress ball is going to be what makes it nicely pop out of the mouth. Our last step here is you're going to do 6 decreases, and then we're going to finish off and sew the bottom closed. I like to do the invisible decrease, so I'm doing 6 invisible decreases here, and then we're just going to tie off the bottom and close that hole. Lastly, I'm just pulling that end into the back of the frog to keep it hidden. And now we're done. These are so fun. I love them so much. Let me know if you make them, and I have some more stress ball patterns coming so you can make more animals.